You talked about JJ, and tell about the time you guys watched film together.
Yeah.
Which I think was, at least up until that point, was the only time it had ever happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2016 I switched positions, and then I think I can't remember what year he came up, but he came up and we watched film together for the first time, which was really cool. I think he had his back injury at the time, so he wasn't down in Houston, he was up here rehabbing. And he came up to Madison and just wanted to get a film room, and we just watched film together, and this is the coolest thing in the world. Like, he wants to watch film with me, like, let's go. Like, I've only watched him on YouTube because I don't have access to the NFL stuff, you know what I mean? So to be able to sit down with him, have him pick apart my game and help me out, I mean, you've seen what it's done for me. It's been incredible. I think it's crazy to watch an NFL guy break down film when you haven't been in that space. Because in college, you're kind of just playing. Like, you don't have time to break down every little stance, whether it's run, pass, what plays could be coming. And like, I just remember, like, we turn on one play and he's like, dude, you're like a yard and a half off the line of scrimmage. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, is this where I line up? And he's like, that yard and a half could be a half a second or a quarter second. Like, take the whole ball. So then that's one of those things that stuck with me ever since. And even today, like, I'm known for having like one of the credit card alignment, like the tightest alignment on the football in the NFL because of that. Like, every little thing matters. And once I started looking at college like an NFL player, it took my game to the next level.
It's kind of crazy that you had that kind of reaction to having the opportunity to watch film with him, because I'm thinking, as you're telling me, like, this is your brother, I would think.
People all the time are like, oh, you watch film all the time? I'm like, no, like, we are normal people too. Like,
well, and there was enough of an age gap.
Yeah, 6 years.
So
we're like, like, Jay he's a goofy guy. He's just, we're all goofballs. And I just remember, like, even when he was like 17, 18, and he would always just try to cheer us up and play funny songs in his car, and we'd just have a blast, man. He's so supportive of us. He really is. And like I said, he paved the way for us, and for him to be able to continue to want success for us has been awesome.
And now I understand multiple people mentioned to me you're like living on your iPad after a game.
Yeah.
Like almost instantly.
Too much, yeah.
And explain what you're doing.
I'm obsessed with just trying to figure out how to be better and find ways of, okay, I did this or I tried this, why did it work or why didn't it work? And there's always going to be a constant chase for greatness and being the best that I can possibly be, and knowing that I have a finite amount of time to play football and to do what I love for a living and to do it at a high level. So why not take everything that I possibly can to maximize that opportunity? And the iPad is one of those things that I'm trying to find. I mean, run pass, formational things, or just pass rush moves that I'm trying that don't necessarily work, but at least I'm always trying to evolve. If you come and watch us in training camp, I don't win a lot of reps, but I'm trying a lot of new stuff to see what works. Like a spin move, or like Daniil Hunter has this really cool move he plays for the Texans now, where it's like a chop and like a pull through, but he's like the only guy that I've seen that can possibly get this move done. And we've just been toying with it for like 2 years trying to do it. And I kind of have it down in practice, but the footwork is a little different. But for him, it works and it's his great move. But I'm trying to take it from him, or at least implement it into my own game. But it's one of those things that is a lot tougher to do than actually just see it on film and be like, oh, he made that look so easy. How do I do it?
Well, so then when you're watching the film, what specifically will you dissect and look for?
Where is the wasted movement? You know, like, does my pass rush in the first quarter look like it does in the fourth quarter? And why doesn't it? Like, how much of a factor does fatigue play into it? Am I getting lazy, or is it just because I'm tired? Or why are things working out in the fourth quarter that weren't in the first quarter? And I think a lot of it is pass rush is like a game of chess. And I've watched the iPad in game too, because if I do this, his reaction is this. So now if I do this and he still does that, it's going to be a win. And it's just constantly going back and forth battle of like trying to figure out what he's going to do, but also realizing he's a person too, and he's also has that internal battle.